My name is Tatsuya Takahashi and I'm going to show you how to get started on the Oberheim Matrix 12. Released in 1985, the Oberheim Matrix 12 features a velocity-sensitive 5-octave keyboard with aftertouch, and 12 voices which can each be independently programmed to play different sounds. It's famed for its matrix modulation, which allows for an extraordinary range of routings, including 15 variations of 4 different filters, 5 envelopes and 5 LFOs. The machine also mails analog oscillators and filters with digital envelopes and other modulation sources. The Matrix 12 doesn't have many of the controls that you see on a conventional synthesizer, and there's a lot going on under the hood. So there's a lot of menu diving that you have to do, but trust me, it's super logical, and once you understand the workflow, you will be editing in no time. Now, to set up our neutral patch, we will use the initialize function. Hold down store and press clear. And to edit any of the parameters in the basic signal chain, we simply choose one of the 3 blocks and the parameters will be clearly displayed on the screen. Now, this initialized patch is actually a 2 VCO patch with some filtering. So we will strip it down to the bare minimum by opening the cutoff in the VCF and turning off VCO2 by turning the volume all the way down. And now we have a basic sawtooth patch. But there's a lot more to the Matrix 12, and you can create any number of connections between the 27 modulation sources and the 47 destination parameters. So there's a ton of possibilities, but it's actually quite easy to set up. The block diagram on the right here is a very useful resource to figure out the routing of the signal and to figure out which parameters you can modulate. I'm going to show you one example to get you started by putting an LFO on the pulse width modulation of VCO1. Now, to set up an LFO, we will choose LFO, and we have 5 we'll be using number 1. And we have a speed of 56 on a triangle wave, and we will make sure the amp is turned right up. Now, for pulse width modulation, we need to switch the waveform of VCO1 from a sawtooth wave to a pulse wave. And the thing to remember with the Matrix 12 is that you always select the destination parameter to set up any kind of modulation. In this case, we'll be going into pulse width, and it will prompt you to select a modulation source, LFO1, and we will turn up the intensity. You can see there are 5 more slots for modulation just for this one parameter, so you can really see the capabilities of this instrument, and we're just at the tip of the iceberg. This was your first patch on the Oberheim Matrix 12.